Mind blown.
Your smartphone has your whole life on it. It's your point of connection to the people and the world around you. It's also an incredibly powerful computer. The speed and power of our smartphones rarely hold us back, but the small screens and limited interface often do. That's why we created the Superbook, a simple plug-and-play device that turns your Android smartphone into a beautiful laptop computer. Just connect your phone to the Superbook using a USB cable. The Superbook provides the keyboard, multi-touch trackpad, and display, and your smartphone brings the computing power, along with your files and apps. And of course, the Superbook can use your smartphone's data, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth connectivity. The Superbook has over 8 hours of battery life, and it even charges your smartphone. It works with all modern Android devices, and it's future-proof. When you get a new smartphone, it'll still work with your Superbook. It's like getting a brand new laptop every time you upgrade. Starting at just $99, the Superbook is a fraction of the cost of a traditional laptop, and is even more convenient. Hi, I'm Andrew, co-founder of Andromium, makers of the Superbook. I was frustrated with having such a powerful smartphone, but with an interface designed purely for mobile use. Our goal with the Superbook is to eliminate the restrictions that hold smartphones back. The software side of the Superbook is Andromium, an app that makes Android function like a familiar desktop operating system. You get a mouse cursor, keyboard shortcuts, desktop class browsing, and easy file management. Everything is intuitive and optimized for productivity. There's no custom firmware to install and no technical knowledge needed. Simply download the app from the Play Store and connect to your Superbook. You can use one of our native apps or any of the millions of Android apps in the Play Store. We're also introducing an open SDK to enable developers to add Andromium optimization to their apps. We've already released a beta version of Andromium in the Play Store, where it's received hundreds of thousands of downloads and extremely positive reviews. We've been developing the Superbook and Andromium for over a year, and we're excited to finally release them. Our prototypes are complete, and we're ready to move into full production. We're looking for your support to help us make this new kind of computing a reality. The Superbook is just the beginning, and we're excited for you to be a part of it. Thanks for your support.
Hey Kickstarter.
I'm Jay.
I'm Daniela. 4 years ago, we started GoTenna to solve the no service problem. We set out to make it possible to use your phone even when you don't have cell reception or Wi-Fi.
After a lot of hard work, we developed this device, which is the first and only way to use your smartphone to send text messages and GPS locations to others over long distances, even when you don't have any service of any kind.
Our award-winning product has been enjoyed by tens of thousands and used all over the planet while adventuring outdoors, traveling abroad, attending crowded events, or even during an emergency.
Over the last year, we've been working on a next-generation product. It lays the foundation for a kind of communications network that has never existed before.
And now we're finally ready to share what we've been working on and invite you to be a part of it.
Has this ever happened to you? You're traveling with friends in Berchtesgaden, and everyone has a different adventure planned for the day. Ming wants to climb a mountain and take pictures. David and Anna want to find a river and enjoy the sun. And you just want to pint a Rheinheitsbad Weizenbad. Because you don't go to Berchtesgaden without trying the Rheinheitsbad. The problem is my phone has no service in Berchtesgaden, and I still want to know what my friends are doing. That's why on this adventure, we each brought a GoTenna mesh. Once paired with your phone, GoTenna mesh generates its own radio signal so you can send text and GPS locations using a simple app. No towers, routers, or satellites required. Sent and received. I can send a direct message to David, a group chat to my friends, or broadcast to any GoTenna in the area. GoTenna has great point-to-point communication range. But with this groundbreaking mesh networking technology, it's possible to double or triple your range by hopping through other GoTenna mesh units in the area. You don't even need to know the other users or do anything. It's automatic and private. So I'm able to receive a message from Ming, who's on top of a mountain, because our friends and other GoTenna mesh users act as relay points between us. Imagine using this at a music festival or on the slopes. The possibilities are endless. Unlike traditional communication networks, GoTenna Mesh actually gets stronger the more users join it. We call this people-powered connectivity. One more to go, please.
We're excited to launch Gotenna Mesh because it's the first mesh network of its kind, 100% off-grid, mobile, long-range, and consumer-ready.
This kind of technology has never existed outside of the military, and even then, they've been big, heavy systems that cost tens of thousands of dollars. Gotenna Mesh, however, is tiny and affordable.
Gotenna Mesh is our first product available internationally, and having completed industrial design and advanced prototyping earlier this year, we're now busy testing and setting up manufacturing and distribution so people all over the world can use our technology to stay connected to each other during fun, off-grid adventures, as well as unplanned emergency situations.
It's worth noting that Gotenna's technology is already fielded.
What if a stylus could work as easily as your everyday writing and drawing tools while offering advanced digital features like flip to erase, perfect palm rejection, hover, zoom, and more without ever needing batteries, buttons, or even a Bluetooth connection? Meet Flip, the stylus that is as easy to use as the pencil you grew up with. Flip uses an incredibly simple and unique method of communicating with any Apple device, so you can write on your iPad or iPhone just like you would with a pen and paper, making Flip the most intuitive digital note-taking stylus ever developed. It's also a very powerful tool that digital artists will love. With Flip's interchangeable magnetic tips, the artist in you will be inspired to draw, sketch, and paint in all your favorite apps. In the past, advanced smart stylus features like flip to erase, palm rejection, and others have required complex electronics. To improve upon this, we've powered Flip with magnetics. Our rare earth magnets produce an exact invisible magnetic field that is always on, just like the Earth's magnetic field. Flip's patented software algorithms, developed by our software partner WideVantage, use the hardware already in your device to sense and detect Flip's magnetic field and determine the precise location and orientation of the stylus, so our palm rejection, flip to erase, and other features work perfectly. Want to erase? Flip knows. Just flip it over and your Flip is now an eraser. Want to rest your palm on the screen while using the stylus? Flip knows. Since we know the exact location of the stylus, we can perfectly reject any other object touching the screen. Want to hover and then zoom in to generate more detail? Flip knows. Just enable the hover functionality and we can even detect the stylus while it is still in the air. Want to take notes in a class or meeting, but don't want to re-enter your password and reconnect your Bluetooth stylus every time your iPad wakes up again? Flip knows. We sense when you stop writing and automatically dim your screen to help save power, and then instantly turn your screen back on when you are ready to make your next note. Flip comes with a free, easy-to-use note-taking and drawing app called Flip Notes. We also know many of our backers already have their favorite apps, so we've developed an app developers kit that allows any note-taking or drawing app to quickly integrate Flip's features into their apps. We've already engaged with several popular apps and will be happy to keep adding to the list. Just let us know your favorite apps and we will work with them. In addition to note-taking and drawing, our software partner is developing fun educational learning apps for kids that can be activated by Flip. These apps will be available on the iTunes Store. This is our third Kickstarter project, and we love that our backers continue to drive our innovation. Thank you for allowing us to turn your ideas into products. Flip by LinkTech. Smart, intuitive, simple. We can't wait to see what you create with your Flip.
Your phone, your music, your ride. They've never mixed well. Until now. Meet the Coros Link Smart Cycling Helmet, the ultimate audio platform with bone conduction technology that gives you a wireless, budless, precision audio experience as you ride. It's a helmet for cyclists who want to ride safely and enjoy the features of their smartphone. Music, calls, communication, voice navigation, ride data, and more. The Coros Link's helmet system includes the Coros Smart Helmet, Smart Remote, and Smart App, all tied to...
HoloVect is short for holographic vector display, and it is a volumetric display system. It draws images in the air with light. HoloVect can be viewed by multiple people from multiple angles. It is a true volumetric display like the holograms that we've seen in movies and science fiction for so long. I can see a future where every toggle, every control you have is going to be a projected volumetric entity. You'll have buttons, you'll have signs, there's room in education and planning. Whenever you see a movie and there's a projection, it's always being used for very practical purposes. It's always being used to describe a large dimensional scene. And that technology does not exist. You can 3D print an object, but it will take a long time, and it's not interactive. With this technology, you can create landscapes, you can create scenery and move it and change it. You can create designs and see them come to life. An architect can make a building and actually see it without waiting for a maquette, and then modify it and see it again. There's also a future where it can be used as a communication device. It is a first step, but it can go far beyond just a simple display. So it's a holographic vector display.
Okay.
Turn it on by pressing that button.
Right here?
Yep.
Oh man, that is so cool.
At its heart is an Edison microcontroller, and you can load images to it via USB or Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. It's basically a computer. You can program it, or you can actually code for it if you're advanced enough.
The SDK gives you all the tools you'll need to get started right out of the box. Take something very simple, a point in space that has X, Y, and Z. And you take 2 of those, now you have a vector. You take a group of those, now you have an object. The SDK gives you the tools to manipulate an object in space with minimal programming skills.
I have a degree in physics from Virginia Tech, and it's light is one of the things that are really important to me. And this is an application of physics mostly and computer science. I also have a lot of experience manufacturing. I